Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nazira Ashikin binti Sukari and my team members is Nurul Atira binti Abdul Rashid, Nur Iliana binti Isham and Anissa Zahara binti Muhammad Fauzi. We from Group 11, the tourism, culture and heritage product that we choose to make as our assignment is Kebaya Nyonya. First of all, why we agree to choose Kebaya Nyonya as our tourism culture and heritage product because Kebaya Nyonya has their own values and characteristics of heritage and culture product of Malaysia that are left behind by the ancients of our Baba Nyonya's generations that are most popular on in Melaka. And then the second one, Kebaya Nyonya has an interesting elemental from traditional clothes that are inherited from the unique cross culture races in Malaysia. And then Kebaya Nyonya by its own, it can be commercialized into the biggest market for tourism product value, and for the next generations recognize and inherited it as one of the value product in Malaysia as a tourism heritage product that can open the other people or country eyes and tourists also.
Nyonya Kebaya is a traditional kebaya blouse dress combination worn by women in Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore. It is sometimes made from sheer material and usually worn with a sarong or batik kain panjang or other traditional woven garments such as ikat, songket with a colourful motif. The location of Kebaya Nyonya is located in Melaka, as Melaka has many Baba Nyonya race. Many kebaya shops have been opened in Melaka, and even the production of this kebaya is traditionally done. The shop have also been operated for generations and continue to maintain the concept of Kebaya Nyonya heritage. For modern varieties, generally, Kebaya Nyonya can be categorized as either traditional or modern. The traditional kebaya is made either from muslin or wool and decorated with elaborate embroidery and lacework. On the other hand, a kebaya modern is made from materials such as printed batik, cotton, satin, chiffon, and is usually unembroidered. Kebaya Nyonya have embroidered motif. The Kebaya Nyonya is a translucent blouse that is usually made from wool, which is a sheer, lightweight fabric of plain weave that come in various colors and shades. It is often decorated with embroidered motif known as sulam. Popular sulam motif for the kebaya include flower, butterflies, phoenixes, dragon, insect, and even people. Kebaya Nyonya is very synonymous with those who are descended from Baba Nyonya. It is famous especially in Melaka, Penang, and Singapore. This lady's kebaya has its own aesthetic value. The obvious feather of this Baba Nyonya embroidery can be seen in most of the motifs, which contain a mixture of fauna and flora motif in a single design. The color used for Kebaya Nyonya are colorful. If the open-work embroidery is produced by another community, usually the color that will be used is from 1 to 3 types of embroidery thread. Color only as a tone to beautify the embroidery so that it is more attractive. However, the embroidery produced with the concept of the Baba Nyonya embroidery is usually made like a painting, which is photographed in various colors. That is what makes this Baba Nyonya embroidery unique.
I will explain for the SWOT analysis. Firstly is strength. Kebaya Nyonya is very famous for its unique embroidery and attracts the attention of many people because it's very rare nowadays. What differentiates this Kebaya Nyonya is in terms of the art itself, which makes this kebaya attractive and very unique among players. To art lovers, they will love it because it's a traditional dress worn by women in ancient times and they still can see and wear this kind of outfit. Next, the use of Kebaya Nyonya is not only for an important occasion, it also can be used as a casual clothing as well. For example, in Japan and China, they style this Kebaya Nyonya as a cardigan because the design of Kebaya Nyonya itself is suitable as a casual attire for women. Kebaya Nyonya is the heritage of Malaysian. This Kebaya Nyonya needs to be highlighted more in terms of wearing because it needs to be worn in the right way and step as not different away from this hereditary tradition. Moreover, Kebaya Nyonya needs to be introduced to other countries or foreign tourists who come to Malaysia. In that way, Kebaya Nyonya will becoming more famous due to its own uniqueness. Next is for the weaknesses. The process of producing Kebaya Nyonya requires high quality of material resources. For example, they get the materials from foreign countries such as Singapore and Japan. Moreover, at the beginning of the pandemic era, it's very difficult to import the materials from outside due to the several procedures that need to be done. Next, the design of Kebaya Nyonya itself is a problem since the design is very limited and needs to be suitable to be sketched and embroidered on Kebaya Nyonya. Lastly, for the employees barrier. The employees who have a short-sightedness cannot be finished the embroidery in the exact time given because to embroider a Kebaya Nyonya, it requires meticulousness in each production. Next is for the opportunities. Kebaya Nyonya has a very high potential to go to foreign markets because Kebaya Nyonya is familiar in other countries as it becomes a fashion for women. This is a good opportunity for Kebaya Nyonya's entrepreneurs to further expand their products to the outside world market to be known more of their artwork. Lastly, for the threat, many competitors are also a threat to entrepreneurs to run their business, and for the Kebaya Nyonya, the competitors are so many that it can lead to imitation of the design that has been produced beforehand. Furthermore, Kebaya Nyonya produced using traditional methods have to compete with entrepreneurs who only use the help of high technology to produce the Kebaya Nyonya's pattern compared to entrepreneurs who produce Kebaya's pattern in a traditional way, which is an embroidery. Kebaya Nyonya is a tangible product since the buyers can touch the product before they decide to buy it. Not only that, Kebaya Nyonya itself symbolizes the very precious art because it's not easy to find the best material of Kebaya Nyonya which made with the traditional ways and resources to maintain the originality of the heritage and the culture itself.
For the video storyboard, as you can see, the first scene of video is to show towards the audience on how Kebaya Nyonya that people used to wear back in old days. Then, we have the topic of video which is Kebaya Nyonya 2021. The main story or the highlight was to show Kebaya Nyonya revolution from past to present. Then, the third scene is the present where we have a shop that provide Kebaya Nyonyas from head to toe. You guys can also see Kebaya Nyonya's heels that were displayed together with Kebaya Nyonya. Next, on scene number 6, Mr. Azzy, which is the owner of Toko Check Rose, were introducing himself and share a little bit of Nyonya's history. After that, we can move to the scene where we can see the close-up of sample beads that we use to make Nyonya's shoes and heels. Manik that we use either manik potong or manik biji. Not to forget also the close-up of Kebaya Nyonya accessories including keronsak and a wrapper around waist. After the accessories, in this full shot scene, we can see the variations of Kebaya Nyonyas that were placed in display. The variety of colors are very mesmerizing. Let's move to the scene 10. As you can see, this is the close-up of a new innovation made by the owner and come along together with Mr. Azzy's explanation about the design. And then again, also a close-up scene of another design is the beads. Next scene is scene 13 where Mr. Azzy explained on how to make or create holes on each kebaya. The scene 14 is the close-up view of how kebaya's pattern were made. Basically, they need to draw first on the paper. Other than that, we can see the design was sewn using the machine and a few of accessories wearing together with kebaya on scene 15 and 16. Then, we move to the next scene where the assistant demonstrates on taking measurement of kebaya using measurement tape. Our member also grabbed a chance trying on the Kebaya Nyonya itself. On scene number 19, according to Mr. Azzy's explanation, he stated that Kebaya Nyonya are still relevant to wear anytime, even without any occasion. Next, we move to the next scene, which is the close-up view of Kebaya Nyonya's collection and also in full set. What are the software that we use? In terms of editing and merging the video, our group used an app that called CapCut. It is a very nice, convenient, and most suitable apps for someone that doesn't really know much in editing, as it is free and also can produce a high quality video. CapCut also can be categorized as a user-friendly app as it is really easy to use them and not complicated. The icon itself for editing in there is so easy to understand.
For completing this assignment task, we as a teammates member have their own rules and responsibility to take care in completing this assignment. We all have discusses. So me, Nazira Ashkin and Nyonya has a volunteering ourselves to go to toko Nyonya Cik Ros at Melaka for shooting this product by our own, and also we are interviewing the owner of the toko Cik Ros, and then Anissa is one of member that's in charge in of editing and merging all the footage and video that are from me and Ilyana shooting from the toko Cik Rose. And then Atira is also a responsibility in editing for video with Anissa, but she in charge in terms of putting the subtitles and the editing video also, and then she also been double checking for the video to make sure the sounds are very clearly and smooth run by the video. Okay, for our member is all participated and have their own roles to do in completing this task.